iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts,
playlists, and listen live on the free iHeart app.
You're listening to the Jonesy and Amanda podcast.
We've spoken on this show before about adults going no contact with their parents. And many of your families may have gone through this over Christmas on both sides of the fence there. But one of the families that's going through this as we speak is the Beckhams, whose son Brooklyn has apparently broken up with his very famous parents. So here with the latest is Emma Gillespie. She's the editor of the Daily Oz. In this segment, we like to call...
This is the download.
Well, she comes with her own intro.
Doesn't she just? The download. And we're thrilled you're joining us for our drive show. And every week you're going to drill down on something juicy, important, the stuff that people are talking about.
We love to talk entertainment, and I'm very touched by that exciting introduction. I hadn't heard that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Very shiny.
The invoice is in the mail there.
Exciting. I look forward to receiving it. But here today I am talking to you about Brooklyn Peltz Beckham, as he is now known. He's gone the double barrel. As
He's
you
taken
mentioned,
his
Amanda,
wife's name as his part of his double barrel.
Yes, exactly. So there's been this escalating feud between Brooklyn and his parents over, honestly, several years now, and it all kind of stems from his marriage to Nicola Peltz. She's the 31-year-old daughter of a billionaire. Brooklyn is the 26-year-old aspiring chef slash former slash kind of still current photographer, son of David and Victoria Beckham. Now, Brooklyn and Nicola got married back in 2022, but at the time you might remember some headlines of rumours of a feud. Nicola said she was going to wear a Victoria Beckham gown at that wedding. Victoria, of course, a famous and successful designer in her own right. Nicola, did not end up wearing a Victoria Beckham dress on the day, so that was snub number one. Snub number two came when apparently Victoria and David hired Mark Anthony, the musician, performer, DJ, ex-husband of J-Lo. Apparently the gift from the parents to Brooklyn at the wedding was to set them up with this performance from Mark Anthony. He got on the microphone and said, "Can we take a moment for the most beautiful woman in the room, Victoria Beckham?" Now, I don't know if everyone knows this. I thought it was just a rule of thumb. The most beautiful woman in the room at a wedding is the bride. So there was a lot of controversy around that. Nicola left the reception crying and in tears. And ever since then, it's just gotten worse and worse in terms of what we know about the relationship between Brooklyn, Nicola, and Victoria and David. It all came to a head or intensified. The reason we're talking about it still in 2026 is because over the break, Brooklyn blocked his parents on Instagram. Just blocked them, Victoria and David. At first, the rumours were that maybe Victoria and David had blocked their son, but then Cruz Beckham, another one of their kids, he took to Instagram and posted, "My mum and dad would never block their son on Instagram. We all woke up this morning blocked." So the brother also blocked. Very divisive action from Brooklyn, and we're not sure exactly why or where it's come from.
But wasn't there also a legal letter? He had told lawyers, "My parents can only speak to me through lawyers."
Yes, Brooklyn issued a cease and desist to his parents last year. The reason we think maybe he decided to block them now is because he posted a video or a photo of a shepherd's pie that he had made.
Yeah.
Like the
Controversial.
chef that he is.
Yeah.
Some very important content. A shepherd's pie. Victoria Beckham made the mistake of liking the content. She liked the post and then she was blocked. So it could be that liking is in some form making contact, which could be in contravention of the kind of cease and desist. So all of that is going on. We know that they're not in each other's lives because there's been these massive high-profile events like David Beckham's 50th. He was knighted last year. Brooklyn didn't come to those ceremonies or the birthday party. There were no shows at the Netflix premiere of Victoria's documentary series. There are all kinds of rumours going on. One is that Cruz dated one of Brooklyn's exes and that's why they're not talking. There are other sources who say Nicola had such a different life and upbringing to Brooklyn that she's just persuaded him into thinking that his parents are unfair and set against him. I don't know.
It's very interesting that this is it's sad when any family goes through this, but what's interesting is this is a family that has curated is too harsh a word, but this is a family that has used their tightness with their kids as part of their image. So how do they then navigate this split?
Yes, their image has always been a very happy family with the 4 kids, that they really kind of want all their kids to have their own independence and carve out their own thing, their own path. But Victoria and David always say, we recognise our privilege. We know how lucky we are. We want our kids to work. We want our kids to work hard and not have everything just fall into their lap.
But lots of photographs of kids on holidays with their parents, etc. They're part of the story. So how do they navigate them not being so?
Yeah, and you would imagine it's extremely distressing for Victoria and David, and I'm sure for Brooklyn as well to be separated from his family at this time. Unfortunately, as we often see in these stories, the woman at the centre of it becomes the villain, Nicola Peltz Beckham in this case, the internet not loving her, a lot of people calling her a succubus who's trying to destroy his family.
A succubus.
Yeah.
No one wants to be called a succubus.
Are the times in the old days, if you liked a pie, it'd be American pie and you'd be in trouble. But these days, it's a shepherd's pie.
Very dangerous.
Especially when it's hot. Spare the shepherd. Thank you, Em.
Thank you.
Okay, your download is complete.